Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces have heart and season. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. भाई तो गेम का नाम स्ले द प्रिंसेस क्यों रखा है? शुरू करते हैं. द हीरो एंड द प्रिंसेस. देख के तो लग रहा है लव स्टोरी है
You're on a
बट
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
के दुनिया को बचाने के लिए उसको मारना होगा. The end of the world? What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Don't
How?
linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on
I
you.
want details. Details, bro, details. Ha! Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
हाँ भाई, कुछ सबूत है. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she is going to end the world is because she's locked up? Ah, valid
While
point.
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
No.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
फिर तो एक रूल टाइप है. वो कैबिन से एक भी कदम बाहर निकाली तो दुनिया खत्म होना ही है.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
ओके, तो हम केबिन का साइज तो बड़ा कर सकते हैं. सिटी का साइज का केबिन.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
फिर
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
पॉइंट तो है इसके बाद में. प्रिंसेस क्या कंट्रीब्यूट करती है सोसाइटी को?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did. Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Okay, I have to do it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe. Who knows? It is just a game after all. Some sort of reward for doing this. Oh भाई, ये तो बहुत ही important question है.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
And what is that? भाई यहाँ को कुछ बताओ. को और पेपर चाहिए लिखा हुआ. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job? हाँ भाई.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than
मार
your
देगा हमको.
wildest imagination.
हमको मार देगा. हम बोल रहे हैं हमको मार देगा. साला ये लोग मेरा यूज खत्म हो गया तो हमको मार देगा. प्रिंसेस की तरह. Look, I'll go to the cabin and talk to her and If she is as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her. Okay. Hmm.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
But adults, यही है भाई adult world. Your choices have consequences.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Yeah.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Tough call, tough call. दूर से ही
You
बम
make
से
your
उड़ा
way up
देना
the
था.
short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
This is a different kind of hero by और एक narrator. तुम्हारा बेचारा दोनों का काम करना पड़ रहा है. एक और को नहीं ले पाया जॉब में. Proceed into the cabin. चलिए देखते हैं अंदर क्या है.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
ऐसा खटारा में रहना पड़े तो कोई दुनिया खत्म कर दे. और खाना पीने का क्या जुगाड़ है?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
थोड़ा छोटा नहीं है. And I want a girl भाई to be safe. Take the plate.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
भाई हमको उसको सेव करने का मन है भाई. But इतना पुर रहा है गेम कि उसको मारना ही पड़ेगा तो शायद वो डेंजरस हो सकती है. उसका पॉसिबिलिटी को हम लोग मद्देनजर रखते हुए सेल्फ डिफेंस के लिए जरूर रखेंगे भाई. क्या पता कब जरूरत पड़ जाए. मतलब कुछ ना होने से कुछ होना ही अच्छा. हम लोग का कर्सर बदल गया देखिए. चाकू वाला हो गया है. Enter the placement. Let's be prepared for any
The
and all
door to the
possibilities.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
P.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
उतना अच्छा वॉइस नहीं है तो हम लोग मदहोश नहीं होंगे. चलिए.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Yep. चाकू दिखाओ.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hi, just checking in. ये भाई. कौन सा? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
ओह आवाज बदल गया. अगर हम लोग एग्रेसिव रहते तो कैसा रहता? प्यार से बात कर.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
एक तोड़ दिया क्या?
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
हनी ट्रैप है भाई. इतना ब्यूटीफुल ये सब मत देख.
Focus on the task at hand.
Focus.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
ओ भैया अब आवाज अच्छा हो गया है. अब हम लोग को थोड़ा अच्छे से संभल के रहना होगा. Okay.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
No. Okay. What would happen if I drop the knife?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
So ये बस knife मत नहीं drop करेंगे.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Now let's talk.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh my god.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
हाँ भाई थोड़ा थोड़ा दूरी बना के रखो. दूसरे भी तुम लोग फेंक सकते हैं. Knife throwing skills.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Can we end this?
You go into this expecting to die. You're
Oh
going
my
to
God.
die.
साले! इसीलिए इन लोगों को टेंशन भी नहीं था कि हम लोग को कुछ इनाम देना होगा.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
हम लोग यहाँ आना ही नहीं था भाई. वैसे भी यहीं पे कैद थी. केबिन से निकल नहीं पाती. दुनिया खत्म नहीं होता. Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
इतना हम लोग को समझ जाना चाहिए. हम लोग साला lizard man टाइप के हैं. तो हमको लगता हम लोग से पटेगी. Killing is the only option. हम लोग का species की नहीं है.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Really?
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Sadistic. Sadistic है भाई.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
थोड़ा मोल भाव करना चाहिए था क्या आपको? Chapter 2, the tower. I think first and scripted stuff.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
It's a साला वही था. I'm getting a
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
कि हम लोग के अंदर दो voices है. एक voice of hero, voice of the broken है. दो angels.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Okay.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
There are different possibilities striking.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Small raha is this.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Mirror वैसे क्या था?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay, आवाज बदल गया.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
वश में कर लिया भाई.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Okay, continue.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
इसको भी याद है पिछले वाला का. पिछले टच के पहले का.
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
मेरे पास ये बुक है. ये क्या है? ये हम लोग के सारे डायलॉग्स का है. और कुछ नहीं है.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Oh, भाई.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
अगले बार चाकू लेके आएंगे.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas. You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
आँख कैसा हो गया देखिए भाई.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
भाई हम लोग मर जाएंगे भाई. दुनिया खत्म तो हम लोग भी खत्म. क्या नाइस इसमें.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
क्या मिलेगा हमको उसका? I want payment for any work I do, and I want it in a written contract that you will not kill me. If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
No, you should know your place. Let me ask.
I can, easily, but that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
So ये गॉडेस है और ये नहीं चाहती कि इसका स्टोरी मतलब अपने से एस्केप की वैसा स्टोरी चाहती नहीं है. ये चाहती है कि कोई इसको फ्री करे, वैसा वाला स्टोरी चाहती है, I guess.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
साइड का ऑप्शन है क्या? I don't think I should erase her.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
बाहर से हम चाकू लेके आए.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Okay, so हम लोग जरूरी हैं. We are important for her to fulfill her destiny. हमको वही लग रहा है क्योंकि हम लोग हीरो हैं और हम ही लोग बस इसको बचा सकते हैं, हमको लग रहा है, या इसको मार सकते हैं. That is why हम लोग को ही भेजा गया इस केबिन में. I think that is how it's going to be.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that
एक ऑप्शन चल
magnificent?
गया, वो ऑप्शन चाहिए था.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
फिर नरेटर को खोज दिया भाई.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
ओ भाई गजब की पावरफुल है.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
ओ
I
भाई
don't
इसका
care
फट
what
गया.
you are. You're mine.
ओ भाई गेम ओवर.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
ओ भाई नरेटर को कंट्रोल कर दी.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done. You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
No.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
अरे भाई.
Please, don't do this.
हाँ भाई कुछ ऑप्शन देगा तो अपना डोंट डू वाला.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
सुननी नहीं है.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
चाकू लेके आएंगे भाई हम.
Nothing, and then everything.
बोल पे नहीं की. I don't like riddles. Oh my god. The heck was that? Not take her hand. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone.
Okay.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. I don't want to look at us.
Okay.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
भाई ये नथिंगनेस है. यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है. हम लोग पूरे वॉइड में खड़े हैं. यहाँ पे हम और एक मिरर बस बचा है और कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है हम लोगों के पास.
Feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing. I'm
Okay.
begging you, don't do this.
क्या करे भाई तो क्या करे. कुछ ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. कुछ ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They are gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. हमको लगता है ना दुनिया खत्म हो गया इसलिए बस नथिंगनेस है.
Something
Hi.
finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
The heck does that mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
ये there's a possibility तभी हम ही लोग को भेजा गया इससे डील करने के लिए.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
ओके तो हमको लगता है ना प्रिंसेस ये गॉडेस का लवक्राफ्टियन गॉडेस की वेसल थी जिसको यूज करके वो रियल वर्ल्ड में इंटरफियर करती थी और हम लोग भी एक गॉड के वेसल हैं इसीलिए हम लोग को भेजा गया इससे डील करने के लिए.
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will.
Okay,
She
you
will
don't-
make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Okay.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
हाँ लॉजिक तो है.
You
Narrator?
are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trafficking here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
आजादी चाहिए. Do you know about the walls beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay. बस existence का पता है. Are you the princess? Yeah.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
हम बोले थे. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, attempt करते रहना है.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
ये क्या आंसर
I
है?
am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
But more than you have found, मतलब कि दो से ज्यादा हमसे कम. How much would I
Everything.
forget?
Until we meet again.
आप नहीं बोलो. फिर बोल जाएगा.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
ये हम लोग करने का नहीं होगा. I was sent to the pieces to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you are going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
तो ये तो अपना गॉड पर्सपेक्टिव बोल रही है भाई. आम आदमी के लिए तो डिस्ट्रॉय मतलब बन गया ना.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
भाई साहब क्या लेवल का ये लोग बात कर रहा है भाई.
You'll
आपको
always
ABCD
come
करा
back to
दो.
the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
भाई 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 प्लीज लेट्स गो बैक. ओ भाई गेम एंड हो गया. लेट्स गो बैक टू सिंपल थिंग्स.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
ओ भाई आप लोग समझे. हम लोग बोले थे हम लोग इसके लिए वेट करेंगे फॉरएवर, इसीलिए ये गेम ही बंद कर दिया. और हम लोग जब अब गेम खोले हैं तो डायरेक्ट वहां से शुरू हो रहा है. यू हैव रिटर्न टू मी दो यू वर गॉन मेरे मोमेंट्स, आई नेवर लेफ्ट योर साइड. भाई साहब हमको लगा गेम क्रैश कर गया है, बट गेम सब्सक्रिप्टेड है भाई.
She
अभी
asks that I tell you to remember her.
she asked that I tell you to remember her.
You won't.
Okay, everything goes dark and you die. Okay, हमको लगता है वो डोमिनेट वाला बोल रही थी. Remember. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
फिर हमको लगता है हमको रिलीज करना नहीं है उसको रिलीज की हम लोग मर जाएंगे तो भी चलेगा, बट उसको रिलीज नहीं करना है. रिलीज करेंगे तो चैप्टर वहीं पे एंड हो जाएगा, वर्ड में चल जाएंगे. You can frame this screen. See dialog by hitting tab on your keyboard or RIM. No, not already. Seriously, just fine, I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the
Good.
cabin.
What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Do you know? मर गया था साले तो पिछले बार.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh भाई,
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
हम लोग एक लूप में फंसे हैं. हम लोग बस केबिन ही जा सकते हैं और कहीं नहीं जा सकते भाई. We don't have a choice.
You're
और एक
really
बार ट्राई
keen on
करते हैं.
wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
और एक बार
Like,
ट्राई करते हैं हम लोग.
dies.
लीव करने के बारे में हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं और एक बार.
Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
थक गई ना लाडले, अब कैसे समझाओगे? Oh yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
तू चुप रह. हम लोग
And
दूसरा
here we
direction.
go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Okay, हम लोग दूसरा direction try कर रहे हैं.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
सिक कैसा हो गया है भाई?
But as you focus on
my.
your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh my.
In every
Oh my.
direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
भाई अब तो horror story बन गया भाई.
Wait, what's going on?
भाई साहब हमको सिंपली अंदर जाना था.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
A stranger?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a You're here to
Okay भाई music ऐसा क्यों हो गया? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your
My
tricks.
tricks?
Oh,
What on earth are you
bye.
talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
Bonfire.
He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
Oh, bye.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
वो लैंड कर दिया था हम लोग केबिन नहीं गए थे फिर भी मतलब कि हम लोग केबिन जाना ही होगा भागना इज नॉट एन ऑप्शन
A warning. Before you go, she will lie. If we're stuck
Yes, I've
going in
got that.
there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
टीओ का अच्छा वॉइस रहता है वॉइस ऑफ द सेम इस पे सबसे ज्यादा
Cabin
भरोसा होता
interior
है
is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
आप लोग गौर करेंगे तो इसमें सारे कैबिन्स मतलब मिक्स्ड है पहला में हम लोग टावर का मिक्स्ड है और फिर टूटा टूटा केबिन का मिक्स्ड है सब चीज का मिक्स है ये मेरे को लगता है
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
बात तो तेरे सही है.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
बात तो सही है.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward
साले.
premise?
तू चुप रह. प्रिंसेस के पास वर्ल्ड एंडिंग पावर नहीं होता, समझा ना? हम लोग को चोमू मत बना.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
चुप
And if you're
साले.
going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Okay, so I think ये चाहता है कि हम लोग डरे ना, प्रिंसेस की तरह सोचे कि अगर हम लोग उसको गॉड की तरह सोचने लगे तो वो गॉड ही बन जाएगी, हम लोग उसको मार नहीं पाएंगे. और हम लोग आम ह्यूमन की तरह सोचे तो वो नर्फ हो जाएगी. आई थिंक मे बी हम लोग हेल्प भी करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
एक बार पता चल गया है.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Okay, approach the mirror is one.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
पिछले बार हम लोग को ले गया था उस वर्ल्ड पे.
You take the blade from the table.
Oh
It
भाई,
would be difficult to slay the
screen
princess
देखा
and
था
save
कैसा
the
हुआ था
world
अभी.
without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that.
स्क्रीन ज्यादा वाइब्रेट कर रहा है भाई, पहले से ज्यादा.
How are we
इतना नहीं
supposed to
करता
hold
है.
it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it
Oh,
with our
yeah,
thumb
we
at the
will.
bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
क्या भाई हम लोग पकड़ रहे हैं भाई,
Yes! Isn't this so
Excellent.
much better?
ऐसे पकड़ रहे हैं हम लोग.
Okay, fine.
ऐसे
You're
नहीं
right.
पकड़ रहे.
This does look a lot better.
हाँ.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
If we are going to die, let's die in style, भाई. Okay, enter the basement. देखिए हम
The
लोग.
door to the basement creaks
Oh,
open,
भाई साहब.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
भाई अब क्या क्या बनते जा रहा है ये गेम?
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
You're right.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
That?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
क्या हो रहा
You
है?
slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
भाई
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
अनटेथन क्या होता है?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only
Wait,
things
quality
experienced
not
are
right,
the
right,
endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
ओ भाई क्या? कैसे?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
ओ भाई
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Okay. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
तेरा नाम नहीं है?
Princess.
तो डर गए थे भाई कसम से.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
कैसे करें भाई? I don't have reality bending powers.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Okay, slay the princess.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step
Oh,
forward.
fine.
Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Huh?
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone.
Huh?
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Say no, right?
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Oh my god.
falls apart.
Huh?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Yeah, भाई consequences तो होता है actions का.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
August. Oh, फिर से वो border speech भी लगता है अपने तरफ. Okay, she's gone.
She's
Maybe
gone.
it does.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever
Yeah.
awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. He's just messing with us. Right?
Oh, bye. No, bye. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Okay. Silence as you reach forward, they are gone once again. The mirror always makes them be, but you need to see what's in it. फिर से वही. तो हम लोग हाथ गल रहा है, I guess. Just grown. Find yourself in the locked void once again. The cleaning, closure.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
क्या बन गई है भाई तुम?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
हम ही लोग की वजह से बनी है ऐसा.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
समझ पर चेंज हो रहा है, ये ग्रोथ हो रही है. It doesn't feel like to change. Okay.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Oh.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
बहुत ज़्यादा deep जा रहे हैं हम लोग. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, you're going to be right.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Not deny that. But if not, we should do the same things I've done before.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Here, Christian, do you have any thoughts on this whistle?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
There, right? So you don't have any preferences of how you'd like to change your growth?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I feel things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
So हम लोग aggressive थे दोनों राउंड, इसीलिए ये malformed बन गई क्या? अगर हम लोग aggressive नहीं होते शुरू में, तो क्या इसका थोड़ा normal रहता body?
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
दोनों टाइम हम लोग attempt किए इसको kill करने का, इसलिए ऐसा है क्या? नहीं, फर्स्ट टाइम हम लोग इसको बचाए थे तो हाथ टाइम आया ना, हम लोग तो सबमिट किए थे, मगर उसमें हम लोग उससे पहले एक बार मारने की कोशिश किए थे तो 50-50 हो गया। सेकंड टाइम एक बार हम लोग इससे बच के भागे हैं और दूसरी टाइम इसको मारने हम कोशिश की है। इसमें ये अलग सारा पॉसिबिलिटी है, ज्यादा है भाई, कुछ भी नहीं कह सकते इसमें। वी डोंट नो कि अगर इसको स्पेयर करने से अच्छा ही चीज होगा, तो स्पेयर तो किए हैं एक बार।
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You
That is a
will
very
have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
That is a very vague answer. Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.